The world is singing in a major key, but that melody never felt like me. Everyone's dancing to a bright, steady beat, while I'm just a shadow on a lonely street. The piano's crying in the corner of the room, playing a song of a beautiful bloom. I try to find the rhythm, I try to find the light, but I'm stuck in the blue of a long gone night. Oh, my heart is beating in a blue note now, slightly flat and I don't know how. A half step lower than the rest of the crowd, a quiet longing that's never too loud. Just a blue note heart singing for you, lost in a shade of a deeper blue. I remember the time we were perfectly in tune, under the glow of a big yellow moon. But the strings have loosened, the ivory's cold, and our love is a story that's already told. Oh, my heart is beating in a blue note now, slightly flat and I don't know how. A half step lower than the rest of the crowd, a quiet longing that's never too loud. Just a blue note heart singing for you, lost in a shade of a deeper blue. They say the dissonance is where the soul resides, between the truth and the lies that it hides. I'm comfortable here in this slightly off key, it's the only place where I feel like me. Just a blue note heart singing for you, lost in a shade of a deeper blue. A half step down, that's where I'll stay, beating for you in my own blue way. My blue note heart.
edges are blurred. Not a single I love you needs to be heard. It's the hour of velvet shadow, so soft and so deep, wrapping around my shoulders while the city's asleep. Like a silk ribbon winding, it holds me so tight. A gentle embrace from the heart of the night. Oh, I'm falling into these velvet shadows. Some people fear what the darkness might hide, but I welcome the ghost that's sitting inside. It's a heavy comfort, a beautiful gloom, floating like smoke in this empty room. Don't wake me up, don't turn on the light. I wanna stay in the arms of the night. Just shadows, soft as velvet, sweet velvet shadows.
The refrigerator hums a low steady tune in the sleepy light of a Sunday afternoon. No radio playing, no records on the spin, in just a quiet world we were living in. Yeah. The kettle is cold but the air is so warm. We're safe in this bubble away from the storm. Yeah. You took my hand with a look in your eyes, underneath the ceiling in the kitchen skies. We're slow dancing in the kitchen with no music at all, watching our shadows sway on the yellow wall. I was a child, stepping light on your feet, moving to a heartbeat, steady and sweet. In that little kitchen, the world was complete. I remember the scent of the tea and the rain, and the way your old sweater felt soft on my pain. We didn't need lyrics, we didn't need a band, and just the floorboards creaking in our little land. Out of we're slow we're slow dancing, and in the kitchen, we're slow dancing, slow dancing, slow dance. We're slow dancing in the kitchen with no music at all, watching our shadows sway on the yellow wall. I was a child, stepping light on your feet, moving to a heartbeat, steady and sweet. In that little kitchen, the world was complete. Now the tiles are cold and the kitchen is still, and the dust has settled on the windowsill. But if I close my eyes, I can still feel the the sway of that golden, less perfect day. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Still dancing with the ghost of me. On your feet, in the kitchen, just you and me.
The maples are tired, they're letting it go. Pain in the sidewalk in a golden glow. A final dance before the branches are bare. I can feel a shiver in the autumn air. You used to catch them in the palm of your hand. At the brightest embers in this fading land. Now the trees are skeletal, reaching for high, trying to touch the edge of the cooling sky. When the yellow leaves have all fallen away, will our hearts turn to indigo at the end of the day? A deeper shade of blue, a colder kind of light, washing over everything before the winter white. Oh, will we turn to indigo, you and I? The sunset is shorter, the shadows are thin. I'm pulling my cardigan close to my skin. We were summer fire, a brilliant gold, but even the brightest stories eventually get old. When the yellow leaves have all fallen away, will our hearts turn cool at the end of the day? A deeper shade of blue, a colder kind of light, washing over everything before the winter white. Oh, will we turn to indigo, you and I? Indigo is a color of a dream that's half gone. That I've born before the gun, it's not quite heavy, but it's far from light. Silent bridge between the day and the night. Falling, falling, yellow to blue, until all I see is indigo, until I'm colored by you. You.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the whistle blew a long, lonesome cry, cutting through the smoke of a midnight sky. I saw the red lights fading in the rain, taking every sorry that I kept in vain. Oh, 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 yeah. The schedule on the wall is a year out of date. I'm always too early or a little too late. I bought a ticket for a station that's gone. Now I'm just a shadow waiting for the dawn. I've missed the last train to yesterday. Watch the memories rattle and roll away. I'm standing on the platform, cold and alone, to a place called Inn that I used to own. Now there's no way back, no tracks to follow. Look at the clock, but the hands don't move. Stuck in the rhythm, Stuck in the groove of a song we sang when the world was new, before the steam rose and hid the view of you, yeah. I missed the last train to yesterday. Oh, watch the memories I'm standing on the platform and alone to a place called Dan that I used to own. Now there's no way back, yeah. No tracks to follow home. Maybe the conductor saw the tears in my eyes. Maybe he knew I was living in lies, yeah. The past is a station where nobody stays, but I'm still here, lost in the haze, oh yeah. The tracks are empty, the air is still. I guess I'll never go back, I never will. Goodbye to yesterday, yeah, yeah, yeah,
The sun is leaning heavy on the windowsill. The world is waking up, but I'm staying still. The teapot's whispering a quiet little song. I've been in this dream for a little too long. The dust motes are drifting like tiny ghost stars, floating over books and my old guitar. I'm tangled in the sheets and a memory of you. In this lazy light, everything feels true. Oh, this honey-colored morning, it's seeping through the lace. Waking me up with a warm and slow embrace. Even if the light tries to pull me from my sleep, there are promises and secrets I still want to keep. In this honey-colored morning, I'm falling for you deep. I reach for the pillow where your head used to lie, still catching the scent of a summer gone by. Shadows are golden, the edges are sweet. I can hear the soft rhythm of the birds on the street. Oh, this honey-colored morning, it's seeping through the lace, waking me up with a warm and slow embrace. Even if the light tries to pull me from my sleep, there are promises and secrets I still want to keep. In this honey-colored morning, I'm falling for you deep. Don't need no coffee to stir up my soul. This amber light is making me whole. I'll just stay here in this glow for a while, tracing the ghost of your beautiful smile. Just a little more time in the honey, in the gold, before the day gets too old. Morning, morning, my honey-colored morning.
The needle finds its way home to the dusty grooves of a might have been. The velvet black is spinning round and round, seeking for the ghost of a lost and found. I remember the day we bought this at the fair, with the smell of the rain and the wood in the air. Now the cover is torn and the edges are frayed, but I'm still listening to the games we played. Even the crackle and the pop of this old record player sound like your voice whispering a prayer. The static is a melody, the noise is a song that tells me exactly where I belong. In the skips and the scratches, you're never gone. Sometimes it jumps on a word that you say, and I let it repeat inside of my head. I'll stay, I'll stay, I'll stay. It sings like the echo of a bird with broken wings. Even the crackle and the pop of this old record player sound like your voice whispering a prayer. The static is a melody, the noise is a song that tells me exactly where I belong. In the skips and the scratches, you're never gone. Digital lines are far too clean, they don't show the places where we've been, but this analog heart knows the weight of the years, and it plays through the dust, and it plays through the tears.
I kicked up my shoes by the old oak tree, left them behind like a shell on the sea. The pavement was hard, it was gray, it was cold, but here there's a story that's waiting to be told. The clover is cool and the moss is so deep, waking my senses from a long winter sleep. I've been running so fast, I forgot how to stand, but now I'm connected to the pulse of the land. Walking barefoot on the grass, feeling the earth, remembering the temperature of a season's rebirth. The warmth of the soil, the chill of the dew, reminds me of a time when I still knew you. The forgotten rhythm of the ground beneath me is setting my heavy heart free. Each blade of green is a whisper of grace, tracing the lines on the soles of my base. I remember the summer we ran through the fields before we were hidden by masks and by shields. Walking barefoot on the grass, feeling the earth, remembering the temperature of a season's rebirth. The warmth I'm sinking my roots into something that's real, learning at last how it's supposed to feel. Just barefoot on the grass.
마이너 스케일에 무겁고 낮은 피아노 베이스 음이 깔리고 일렉 기타가 몽환적인 에코를 머금은 채 느리게 연주돼. The sun is a witness I can't quite endure. His light is too honest, his golden too pure. He points out the empty side of the bed and highlights the words that we should have unsaid. I'm hiding in corners, I'm pulling the shades, waiting for the moment, the afternoon fades. The daylight is cruel, it won't let me forget. How long is the shadow of a life of regret? So I'll wait for the moon, I'll wait for the night to wash away this unforgiving light. I'll wait for the stars to settle in high, so I can hide your shadow in the dark of the sky. Only in the black can I tell myself a lie. Are soft, all the heavy memory are carried aloft. So I wait for the moon, for the moon. I wait for the night to wash away this unforgiving light. I wait for the stars to settle in high, so I can hide your shadow in the dark of the sky. Only in the black can I tell myself a lie. They say the moon is just a reflection of light, but for me she's the veil that keeps you out of sight. The sun makes me remember, the moon helps me forget. The only time I haven't lost you yet. Hurry up, son, go down to the sea. Let the moon take the shadow from me. Wait for the moon. Just wait. Yeah.
I finally lifted the heavy wooden lid where all our old melodies stay safely hid. A cloud cloud of silver dust began to rise like tiny dancers in front of my eyes. The sunlight is stretching across the floor, leaning its back against the study door. A lazy Sunday with nowhere to be, just these ivory teeth staring back at me. On these dusty piano keys the afternoon falls, echoing softly through the quiet walls. I trace the silence between middle C, remembering how you used to play for me. A hazy Sunday, a ghost of a tune, floating away in the middle of June. My fingers are hesitant, the string are out of light. Everything's a little too sharp or too tight, but there's a beauty in the way it's out of tune, like a fading flower in a late afternoon. Only stasi pianiki siya 속삭이듯. Oh, only stasi pianiki siya 속삭이듯. Only stasi pianiki siya. 속삭삭삭가득해서 나 부르고. Only stasi pianiki siya 속삭이듯. Only stasi pianiki siya 속삭이듯. I won't wipe the dust away, I'll let it stay. It's the only thing left from the yesterday. Every speck of grey is a note we played in the golden light before the shadows stray. Just in simple chord, 1, 2, 3. Only dusty keys. Sunday afternoon, and you.
The bar is closing, the lights are getting low. We've said everything there is to know. You're leaning in, but just to say goodbye, with a heavy heart and a clouded eye. I'm chewing on a mint to hide the taste of the bitter words we let go to waste. You light a match, the smoke begins to curl the final curtain on our little world. It's a clumsy goodbye, it's a bittersweet end between a lover and a fading friend, mixed with cigarette smoke and a peppermint soul. We're losing the parts that made us whole, a lingering scent in the cold night air of a love that's no longer there. I'll remember the sting, I'll remember the sweet as we walk away on this empty street. One side is sharp, the other is cool. We played our parts like a beautiful fool. It's a clumsy goodbye, it's a bittersweet end between a lover and a fading friend, mixed with cigarette smoke and a peppermint soul. We're losing the parts that made us whole, a lingering scent in the cold night air of a love that's no longer there. The smoke will vanish, the mint will fade.
The ground is gone, I don't know where I stand. Far away from the noise of the solid land. The air is standing and the light is turning gray. I'm drifting further with every word you say. Don't look down, the fall's a long way home. In this white garden, we're free to roam. Every step I take feels like it's hard to stay. A beautiful risk I'm willing to take. I'm walking through clouds, unsteady and light, floating on the edge of such unsteady and light, floating on the edge of the day and the night. It's a fragile piece, it's a dangerous grace to be lost in the mist of your embrace. Though the world is shaking and I love of you from this quiet height. Maybe I'll fall, maybe I'll disappear, but for a moment I've conquered the fear. Gravity is just a rule I forgot to obey. In this velvet white, I'm okay to stay. Don't pull me down, not yet. Walking through clouds, so quiet, so high. The tea is cold, the steam is gone. We've been sitting here since the early dawn. You're looking at your hands, I'm looking at the wall, waiting for a heavy word to fall. Ooh, we've used up all the hellos and the whys, underneath the weight of these indigo skies. The air is thick with things we'll never say, watching the last of the light fade away. But in the silence between us I find the truth, the honest ghost of our golden youth. Between the words and the space left behind is the only piece of your heart I can find. It's not in the shout, it's not in the plea, it's in this quiet, just you and me. I can hear your breath, I can hear the clock, as steady like a key in a lock. We don't need to fill the empty space with noise. We've outgrown the need for those brittle toys. But in the silence between us I find the truth, the honest ghost of our golden youth. Between the words and the space left behind is the only piece of your heart I can find. It's not in the shout, it's not in the plea, it's in this quiet, just you and me. The world is so loud, always asking for more, but here it's just us settling on the floor. In this hush there's no room for a lie, just the naked stars in a soundless sky. Don't speak, don't say a word. The best part of us is the part that's unheard. In the silence, stay in the silence.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah. The city is sleeping. the same. This late night radio is reading my mind, turning the pages I've left off behind. Every line, every chorus, every lonely refrain. Take my diary, sitting there. How can I see the sun here is a portrait of me? Sitting right behind. I wrote these same words in a notebook last June. Yes. Under the spell of a flickering moon. Now they're flying through the wires and into the dark, finding the places where I lost my spark. This late night radio, it's reading my mind.
Tony Buddy.
And the pages of funky high. Every line, every chorus, every lonely refrain sounds like my diary crying in the rain. How does it go? How can you see the song on the air is a portrait of me? Maybe there's someone else listening too, feeling the same way that I always do. 1,000 strangers, all alone in the light, connected by a song in the middle of the night. Don't turn it off, not just yet. It's the only friend that I haven't met. My late night radio, maybe her. Leo. One, two, three, two. Beat against the pavement of this empty street. I'm staring at the steam rising from the rim in this dim lit kitchen where the shadows swim. I didn't reach for the jar on the shelf. I'd rather keep this bitterness to myself. The porcelain is warm but the heart is cold. A story of a silver love turning into mold. I'm drinking a cup of melancholy tonight. No spoonful of sugar to make it feel light. I swallow the gray, I swallow the blue, taking in the heavy, honest taste of losing you. Slowly I sip and slowly I see this dark bitter water is a part of me. The clock on the wall has nothing to say. It's just another hour of a hollow day. Some people want the sweet, some want the light, but I'd rather taste the salt before I cry. I'm drinking a cup of melancholy tonight. I'm drinking a cup of melancholy tonight. No spoonful of sugar to make it feel light. I swallow the gray, I swallow the blue, taking in the heavy, honest taste of losing you. Slowly I sip and slowly I see
This is where the oldest secrets sleep, but there's a comfort in the sting, a mercy in the dark, a way to find the center of a broken spark. Just one more sip, black and cold, the only truth, brave enough to hold. Melancholy, a bitter cup of melancholy.
기차 바퀴가 선로를 지나는 듯한 규칙대로 한 비트 쿵치쿵치 그 위로 맑은 어쿠스틱 기타 리프가 경쾌하게 The kid in my pocket, no destination in mind. Just leaving the heavy city lights behind. The glass is a frame for the world rushing by. Underneath the pale and a wide open sky, I see a red barn, I see a lonely tree, looking for a version of the world without we. Every mile marker is a step towards the new, replacing the pictures I painted of you. From my window seat view, I'm watching it fade. Every promise we kept, every plan that we made, I'm erasing the scenery one hill at a time, turning a mountain into a hill I can't climb, watching you vanish in the rear view of my mind. There's a girl on the platform, she looks just like me. Before I got tangled in your gravity, the river is winding, the forest is deep, I'm losing the secrets I promised to keep. Boop, 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 boop. From my window seat view, I'm watching it fade. Every promise we kept, every plan that we made, I'm erasing the scenery one hill at a time, turning a mountain into a hill I can't climb, watching you vanish in the rear view of my mind. The glass is cold against my forehead now, I'm letting go, though I don't know how. The blur of the green and the streak of the gray is washing the ghost of your touch away. Next station is far away, erasing you by the end of the day. From the window, just a view.
The moon is leaning in to hear what we say, secrets that will never survive there. The shadows are long and our voices are low, touches the places where the light cannot go. You told me you love me in a breath so thin, like a velvet needle underneath my skin. like a bird in a cage, knowing tomorrow is a different page. A whisper in the dark is a fragile thing, a song that only the midnight can sing. It's a mist that will vanish when the sun begins to rise, a beautiful vapor in front of our eyes, here for a second then lost in the light, the truth we could only afford in the night. I can see the goal line on the edge of the hill. The morning is coming, so quiet and still. The air is changing, the spell's about to break, and I'll have to forget every promise we made. But a whisper in the dark is a fragile thing, a song that only the midnight can sing. It's a mist that will vanish when the sun begins to rise, a beautiful vapor in front of our eyes, here for a second then lost in the light. The truth we could all afford and then turns the road. Who the magic of daylight fills up my head. Let the mist wrap around us one final time in the secret garden of yours and of It's fading now. The sun is too bright. Goodbye to the whisper. Goodbye to the night. Just a mist. Just a mist.
War to take. Whoa, well, well, good. Yeah, water, water with that baby. Water, water with that baby. Well, well, well. Get whoa, baby. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm tracing circles on the wooden grain. Yeah, the map of morning lived in sun and rain, man. And each spring is a story of a long drawn talk. Yeah, a ghost of a journey we forgot to walk. Yeah. All these coffee cup rings on the old kitchen pine, and they're the only borders of yours and mine. Yeah, in these thin little halos, the seasons are caught. The words that we said and the battles we fought, a bit of brown memory of love I once fought. Just a stain on the wood, but it feels like it should. Leave a mark. 1, 2, leave a wobble, 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 yeah, a wobble, 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 baby. A wobble, 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 baby. Got a wobble, wobble.
The sky is the color of a bruised old heart, and the city is tearing the silence apart. I found this blue coat in the back of the hall, a little too big and a little too small. Walking through the rain in my old blue coat, keeping the secret rain off my skin. Let the healing begin. And my old blue coat.
Yeah. The world outside is painted in neon blue, a summer sky that's far too bright to be true. And people are chasing the sun in the street. I hear the rhythm of their hurried feet. But here in my hallway, the shadows stay long. I'm humming the notes of a forgotten song. I put on my raincoat, though I'm staying inside. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Everything's blue outside the window pane, but in my room it's a June kind of rain. It's falling in whispers, it's falling on me, the heaviest shower that no one can see. Just a yellow raincoat and a June kind of rain. Yeah. The calendar says it's the middle of June, but my heart is dancing to a winter tune. The walls are damp with the ghosts of us. Everything's turning to silver and rust. Yeah. And everything's blue outside the window pane, but in my room it's a June kind of rain. Yeah. It's falling in whispers, it's falling on me, the heaviest shower that no one can see. Just a yellow raincoat and a June kind of rain. Yeah. I could step out and be part of the light, but I'm not ready for a sky so bright. I'd rather stay drenched in this quiet regret, in a June that hasn't quite left me yet. Let it rain, let it pour. Behind this closed door, it's just my June, my quiet June rain. And let it June rain. Yeah.
The dust is dancing in the golden beam of a Sunday sun that's lazily leaning in. I reach for the shelf for a spine worn thin, to the place where our story used to begin. Between the old bookshelves, hidden from view, I find the dog-eared pages I shared with you. The ink is fading, the papers turn gold, but the secrets we whispered are yet to be told. All these paperback dreams, they never grow old, turning the pages we folded back when we were bold. A pressed flower falls from chapter 19, still smelling of the sun. paperback dream. I traced the lines you underlined in blue, a map of the thoughts that once belonged to you. You wrote, stay here in the margin of the page. Now you're a world away, and I'm still this age. Oh, these paperback dreams, they never grow old. Turning the pages we folded back when we were bold. A pressed flower falls from chapter 19, still smelling of the summer that we'd never seen. Just you and me in a paperback dream. Real life is messy and the ink always blurs, but in these lines my heart is still yours. No sequels needed, no need for the end. I'll just start from the preface again and again. I'm closing the book, but I'm leaving a mark to find you again when it gets dark. Just a dream, a little paperback